road.
My name is Ron Pegg, and we've lived in Flesherton for 49 years. I taught at the high school for 24 years and then retired, and we've continued to enjoy life here, although we spend 6 months of the year in Texas and Arizona, and we enjoy that time too. We've enjoyed Flesherton very much, and we're very much involved with hockey and baseball and girls basketball at the high school and with the arena board. And at the St. John's United Church for many years. We were chair of the board on a number of different occasions. So we've kept ourselves out of or in trouble, whichever way you want to look at it. Well, the most recent book, of course, is the Christopher book. And the Christopher book actually has already sold more copies than all the rest of my books put together, except for Trench Warrior, my first book. And Trench Warrior was printed in the States, and it's been given to people and been involved with a lot of events in the States, so that a lot of people all across the United States, especially through Master's Commission, have got copies of the book. So that's been exciting, and I'm still hoping that the book, Giant Among Giants, someday somebody will pick up the story of Ernest Manning and make it into a movie. It really should be. Of course, I'm very prejudiced. I consider Ernest Manning to be the greatest Canadian without question who has ever lived. And what he has given to Canada is unbelievable. Like, he was Premier of Alberta for 25 years. And when he left Alberta, Alberta was completely, absolutely debt-free, not only at the provincial level, but at the municipal levels as well. The Christopher book is just about Christopher. It's Christopher, and it's Christopher on paper. And because Chris spent a lot of his time as a small boy in our house, because he was the best friend with my daughter, because my wife was best friend with his mother, Bonnie. And since Bonnie was killed tragically in a car accident, Chris really considers my wife as his mother. And so I can have a very intimate picture. It's a very intimate picture of Christopher, as well as through his hockey. And his wife Kate, who is marvelous, and now as a father. We visited with Chris just a couple weeks ago, Chris and Kate and the 3 kids, and we just had a marvelous time. Didn't do anything except sit around and talk and share memories and talk about the future. Next year, Kate's working on that the book will be sold in the Senator's store at the arena, so that again will add to it. But Chris is doing a lot of hockey schools and that type of thing. And when he goes and speaks and so forth, he usually has a project involved with the books, because then the money goes to Roger Nielsen House. And that's dear to the heart of both of them.
So you were talking earlier a little bit about a new project that you're working on. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah. Well, faith is the victory, and it's really the story of the people who've influenced my life, my faith, how my faith has grown. It doesn't mean there weren't a few times that things didn't go particularly well, but not really. And it really has been a growing factor from when I was a little small boy. And the biggest factor is the part that prayer has played. And in the book we'll be portraying the fact that when our 3 kids were growing up, I went to each of their rooms every night and prayed over them with hands laid on. My mother had said to me, when our first one, Jamie, we were expecting Jamie, she said, the time to start praying for your child is now, not 15 years from now. And so I took my mother's advice very literally. And, I really believe that's probably the most significant thing I've ever done. And if you look at the lives of the kids at this stage, it exemplifies what I'm saying.